Hey everybody, welcome to KM Reviews. I am Niddleman. Today I'm bringing you a spoiler-free review for the movie Wind River, which was another great movie that came out this weekend. Now I'm going to give you my rating for it right off the bat, and if you want to know why I gave it that rating, go ahead and stick around to find out why. I'm going to go ahead and give Wind River girlfriend material. This movie was perfect in almost every way. Alright guys, Wind River seems like a pretty straightforward storyline at first. You got this girl, she's in the snow, she's barefoot, she's miles away from anything. You got Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner trying to figure out what happened to her. Seems like a generic type of crime-solving type of movie, right? No, there is a lot of layers to this movie that put it at a whole other level. Okay, whether it's the writing, whether it's the directing, whether it's the actors, everything comes together in this perfect amalgamation of a movie that's just really intense to watch. Okay, you got this setting. It's in the snowy mountainside of this Indian reservation, the size of Rhode Island, with only like 6 cops taking care of everything, so they're obviously pretty undermanned. They can't just call for backup at any time. Even ambulances and stuff are hard to come by. So it really adds to the seclusion and helplessness of this situation of these two people trying to figure out this crime on their own. And then you have the writing, the dialogue. This movie is really about loss and how people cope with loss. Everyone in this movie has lost something in some way and how they cope with that, and the dialogue they have with each other in these small scenes where you really get to know them and it develops their character in such a good way. And then you have the directing. This director does such a good job at starting off kind of generic and slowly ratcheting up that tension and figuring out what happened until that ending, man. Oh, that gut punch of an ending. It's so intense. I was on the edge of my seat like, holy shit. Oh, it's just so good. And again, guys, the actors were perfectly cast in this movie. Everything about this movie is really just awesome. It's a little bit slow paced at first, which is the only reason I didn't give it a perfect rating, because the first third of the movie I thought could have been paced just a little bit quicker, but honestly, I'm happy with the way they did it. It really builds the characters of this movie up in a good way where you really care about what happens to the main people. And it's just a movie to remember. I'm going to remember this movie. You know what I mean? But guys, have you seen trailers to this thing? Are you interested in seeing it? Have you seen it? Let me know whatever you want to know in the comments below. And also remember, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Niddleman. And if you're familiar with Robert Meyer Burnett, I did an interview with him, and that's going to be coming out sometime this week. And I also have a special announcement about my acting coming up soon. So stick around if you can handle that stuff. Bye.